So Flipboard, since its debut, has been an incredible success in terms of downloads. Why don't you talk to me just a little bit about what the product is, what you were hoping to achieve, and what you've created?
What you're seeing here is Flipboard. It's the world's first social magazine, and it's available on the iPad for free from the App Store. And what Flipboard does is it connects to your social networks, and it shows you all of the content that people are sharing with you across Facebook and Twitter, and presents that in a beautiful magazine-like format. And so here, for example, you can see, like a magazine, we have a cover. And now I can go ahead and open the magazine, and you see we have a table of contents here. This is completely customizable. In my case, I've got my Facebook account, I've got my Twitter account. We also have Fortune Magazine over here. And let me just show you around. So I'm just going to go tap on Facebook. And you can see here I've got some things that are I've got on my Facebook feed. Now, instead of looking at kind of a big long list of posts that would be normally what you would see on Facebook, I'm actually looking at something that looks much more like a magazine. And you can see I can just kind of flip through it just like I would on any other magazine. We love the world of magazines and the way content is laid out, and beautiful photography and typography and structure. So we try to apply those timeless principles to the world of social media.
Tell me about what happened when you debuted the app. Did you? I'm sure people who've read about it have seen that it was actually pretty hard to download. Tell me exactly what happened and what your reaction was.
So what happened was everybody was able to download the app, no problem, and everybody was able to launch the app and run it without any problems. But when they went to go try to set it up with their Facebook account or their Twitter account, everybody was coming in, all at once to do that. It was like we had a mile long, a line a mile long with people trying to go through, one door. No matter how big we make that door, it's like the line just keeps getting bigger. So the response has been phenomenal, and we've created an invitation system to deal with this so that now we can let people in a nice, orderly fashion. And we've got about half of all the users who download it are using the app freely and have no problems getting to Facebook and Twitter and have done that setup. And we should be able to get the other half of users on probably in the next several days here.
Right now, it doesn't look like there are any ads in there. Is this a ad-supported model? What is the business model here?
Well, we do think that advertising is very likely to play a pretty central role in our business model as we develop it. Now, we obviously are early days here. For me, the most important thing is to make sure we've got a product that we know people are going to love. Then we'll start thinking about advertising and business model. I do think that a combination of ads and perhaps also content subscriptions could play a role here. And so we've been thinking about that, exploring different ideas, talking to different partners. I talked to one major ad agency, the CEO of one major ad agency, who called this advertising nirvana. Because you can have big, giant, beautiful ads like the kinds of ads you see in print actually mixed in with your social content, which really isn't possible today on the web. You're not going to do a popover. People won't like that. Banana Republic or Ferragamo shoes, they're not going to buy an ad banner, or a little, ad off to the side. What they want to do is get people to, decide to wear khakis instead of jeans, for example, right? They spend about $50 billion in the United States on print advertising for that purpose. And they spend just a tiny fraction of that online because the form factor of advertising online just doesn't allow for those beautiful, immersive, brand-building ads. So we think we actually have cracked the code now from a design point of view, or are close to cracking the code, on allowing those kinds of beautiful ads to be integrated into content that's highly dynamic and digital and social. And that's a very powerful thing. And I think we're going to be able to do some really great things for advertisers there.